Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my Q&A. I haven't done one of these in such a long time, and I know a lot of you are newer to my channel, so I love doing these, just kind of sitting down, feeling like I'm just hanging out with you guys, getting to know you a little bit better. And yes, I do have Livy with me. Say hi. Say hi. Last time I showed her to you guys, she was so little. She's still pretty small. She's a mini golden doodle. I get tons of questions about that on Snapchat especially. But yeah, she's about 9 pounds and she's always in here when I film. She follows me everywhere. But whenever I'm filming like a tutorial, I'm always doing a voiceover so I can just edit out her noise. But she's gonna sit on my lap so she doesn't make so much noise today. So I posted a picture on Instagram, had you guys send in some questions, and some of them are pretty similar, so I'm just gonna kind of group them together. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. So Meeks_Jones says, favorite nude lip color. That is very, very hard. I have a lot of favorite nudes because obviously my favorite lip color to wear is nude, but the ones that like come to mind first off are the ones that I always take with me, and they are Gerard Cosmetics Buttercup Lipstick, Meringue from Bite, and then Dose of Colors Bear With Me for a liquid lipstick. Shalia, I think is how you say your name. She said, what do you use to film and edit your videos? Keep up the good work. Thank you. I still use my Canon Rebel T5i to film videos, and then for photos like on Instagram I use a Sony a5100. Then I just use iMovie to edit. Kara XOXO, I recognize your picture. She's so sweet. She says, how do you always look so flawless while staying so busy with 3 kitties? I can't even hold my life together over here. Love you. And also, any tips on falsies? They seem to be an impossibility, but you wear them so well. Such a quick fix to a busy day. They definitely are, but as far as looking flawless, I definitely do not look flawless all the time or anytime really. But my secret to kind of getting put together with the 3 kids is I always wake up earlier than them, because if not, I will get nothing done. And it is definitely not glamorous, you guys. Like, I wake up super early and I am getting ready, and then I'm rushing around trying to finish getting ready so I can get them up and feed them, because I basically, okay, you guys have asked for like my morning routine. Here's my morning routine. I wake up early, I will run downstairs and get ready, or I'll be doing my makeup like at the kitchen table, literally at the kitchen table while my kids are eating breakfast. Like, if I don't get up before them, that's what happens. So I get up and I try and rush around and get ready as quickly as I can, and then once I'm ready, then I go and get all of their clothes laid out, so whenever they get up, they're ready to go. I get their breakfast made, everything is ready, so that whenever they get up, it's as seamless as it can be for them. And then I'm just feeding everyone, brushing teeth, doing hair, doing lunch boxes, and then out the door. So it's not glamorous, but it's awesome. So yeah, waking up early. Missy01 says, how do you always have a good attitude and being a genuine person? Your spirits are always up. Do you struggle with anxiety, panic attacks, or depression? I'm actually really glad that you asked this question, because of course I'm going to put my best out there, and I want to be a place where you guys find inspiration and you guys can be happy and feel positive whenever you come to my social media or on my Snapchat. I want that to be a place where you guys feel happy. And of course, I mean, I struggle, and I struggle a lot more than people realize, I'm sure. And I kind of touched on one part of it whenever I was on Snapchat one time, but I have always been one of those people that has never felt good enough. And I feel like the older that I get, and being a mom and a wife, I feel like I feel that even more than I did before. I mean, I feel like there's never enough time in the day, nothing's ever, I'm just gonna put her down. You kind of beat yourself up about silly things, or I do at least. Like the house is never good enough. I'm never caught up. My house is never clean enough. My kids, I never just sit down and spend enough time with them. I feel like every day I have like parents' remorse, where I sit there, I finally tuck them into bed, and I'm just so exhausted, and then I think, did I spend my day the way that I should have with them? Like, what could I have done to make the day better? Like I lay there and I think of all the things that I could have done differently, all the things that I could have gotten done, the things that I should have gotten done, just everything. And I feel like I do that every single night. Like I tear myself apart at the end of every single day. And I know I'm probably not the only person that does that, but yeah, I mean, I'm really, really hard on myself. That was one of the biggest reasons that I didn't want to start YouTube in the beginning, is because I was like, I don't need more people tearing me apart than I already do myself. But yeah, I mean, I'm human. I get sad. I get depressed sometimes. I feel lonely. Yeah, I'm human. I feel all of those things too, but like I said, I want my platform to be an area where you guys feel safe and you guys feel happy and you feel loved, and that's what I try to put out there. Now that you guys have seen my ugly cry face, let's go on to another question, and it is, what is your fitness routine and when do you find the time? I like to do strength training. If you don't follow me on Snapchat, I do a lot of strength training. I do a couple days of cardio. Sometimes I'll finish workouts with cardio. I used to do a ton of cardio, but I've just seen such a huge difference doing weight training. So I do 2 days a week where I will do legs and glutes, and then the rest of the days I will rotate between biceps, triceps, shoulders, back, chest, all that stuff, and I do like doubles throughout the week. So the time, I try to do it in the mornings after I take Noah to school. Then I will take the girls with me and head to the gym. And some days, I mean, that's just not possible, and I don't get it in at the gym, so I will do it at nighttime after I put the kids to bed, just like everything else. I will do it when they go to sleep. So Megan Lawnmeyer says, how do you keep yourself looking so fresh even though you never sleep? LOL. Weird question, but I know you're always on the go. Love ya. I love you too, and yes, I am always on the go. If you don't follow me on Snapchat, you should. You would understand a little bit better. But I do have 3 kids. For those of you that do not know, they are 3, 4, and 7. So during the day, it's all about them. It's all about my husband, all about like just keeping up as a mom and a wife. So any kind of filming or anything like that, I do at nighttime, and that doesn't even usually get to start until about 10 o'clock. So it takes me from about 10 o'clock to usually around 2 to film a video, and then the other nights are spent editing and things like that, plus just house stuff. So I don't get to rest very much, but I guess for staying fresh looking, I feel like I look pretty haggard sometimes. But doing a fresh face of makeup, like I don't do heavy makeup often. I feel like it just makes me look a little bit more tired. So I always go with like just really dewy skin. Taking care of your skin is a huge one, but doing like a fresh face where it's just like glowy skin, something really light on the eyes, and then a nice pop of blush, I feel like always makes you look a little bit more fresh. So I did notice I did get a few like social media type questions, YouTube questions, and this one says, how do you stay motivated to grow social platforms? And my thing is, it's really hard, okay? Whenever it comes to like Instagram and stuff, that's really not too much in your hands as far as like getting shared by companies, things like that. That's not up to you. I mean, you can do your part as far as like tagging them in photos and making sure you're listing all of the different brands that you're using. So it can be kind of discouraging when you see girls like blow up overnight. I am definitely not one of those people. So my thing is, you guys are honestly the reason that I do all of it, because getting to interact with you guys, the bigger my platform gets, the bigger reach that I have to get to know people and have relationships with people and encourage people. So that's really my motivation for growing any of my social platforms. Next question is, what are your top 3 eyeshadow palettes and lip products? So my top 3 eyeshadow palettes, the Morphe 35O, Morphe 35F, and then the Tarte Pro palette. And then as far as 3 lip products, definitely my lip balm, and a lot of questions, I get that a lot and I always forget to answer it. The lip balm that I'm always wearing whenever I'm doing tutorials is the Smith's Minted Rose Lip Balm. Cannot live without it. The Agave Lip Mask from Bite, and then, ooh, Dose of Color Stone. That is just like, gotta have it. I got a lot of questions about babies, guys, like a lot of questions about babies, and if I will be having any more, and the answer is no. No, I'm good. I mean, the girls are so close, and I did get a lot of questions about that too, like how in the world are they so close? So Belle and Layla, I was pregnant with Layla. I found out Belle was like a week away from 5 months. So Belle was really small, and she was so tiny anyway because she was barely 5 pounds when she was born. So she was itty bitty, and I mean at 5 months, she's not sleeping through the night. She's like crazy. She doesn't do anything on her own, and I'm pregnant and like so sick. And when I had Layla, Belle just turned 1. So it was crazy, and thank goodness that Layla is like my laid back child. Like if you've seen her on Snapchat, you can kind of tell she is just like my easygoing one. So, but they are like best friends. So I think it's awesome to have them close. And I mean, Belle and Noah aren't that far apart either. None of mine are super far apart. And I love that because they still all play together. But no more babies for me. Someone asked how I met Aaron, and I actually met him when I was 12. He was coming through on a mission trip with his sister, and I met him at an after school thing, and then we ended up going to the same Bible study. And I remember thinking that he was so cute. He was 15, and I was just like, oh my goodness, he is like the cutest boy ever. And he had like bleach blonde hair at this point. And they ended up staying in town for a wedding that weekend, and I always remembered him because I always remembered that he did not ask me to dance. And looking back, I'm like, hello, you were 12 years old. But yeah, I remembered him from then, and then we didn't talk again until I was 17, almost 18, through MySpace. We found each other through MySpace, and the rest was kind of history. I got a few questions about how to grow an Instagram. And like I said earlier, it's kind of not all completely in your hands because it's up to companies. Like if a company like Anastasia has what, like 13 million followers now. If she were to share your photo, obviously you would blow up really quickly. That's just huge exposure. But as far as what you can do to grow your Instagram is to always make sure that you are tagging all of the companies and hashtagging everything, leaving all the details for your looks, because that's how they find you. The people that are doing their marketing are going through their hashtags. So if you're trying to get NYX Cosmetics, for example, if you hashtag NYX Cosmetics, they're going through that hashtag every day, trying to see what stands out. Make your photos stand out as much as you can. Do what you know, like do what you love and be passionate about it. And like for me, I don't do crazy looks. That's just not my thing, and I'm okay with that. If you want like really awesome, colorful, elaborate looks, Nikki Tutorials, there are tons of girls that do that, and they do it so well. And that's just not my forte. I like to do things that are a little bit more wearable. So that's what I stick to, and just tagging those companies. My first big break, I guess, was Gerard Cosmetics. I will never forget that because I did a lip gloss photo and I was wearing their lip gloss, and I remember waking up the next day and I had like 50 new followers, and I was freaking out because I was like, what in the world happened? And it was because they shared my photo. And since then, I just have kept with it, and I've always tagged companies, and I've gotten shared by different companies, and that's really how mine has grown. So yeah, that's just my advice is make your stuff stand out and make sure that you are tagging all of your companies. What is my nationality? I've actually finally started getting people asking me like, hey, are you Filipino? Because when I was younger, I feel like I looked just like my dad. Everyone always told me I looked exactly like my dad. And now that I've gotten older, people have started saying that I look a little bit more like my mom the older that I get. So I am half Filipino. So B. Kova said, I'd love to know what a typical day / schedule is like for your family of 5. So like I said, they're crazy. So usually I'm up around 5:30 getting ready, and then I will wake the kids up after I get ready, after I've laid out all their clothes, got their breakfast ready, and then while they're eating is when I pack Noah's backpack, make sure all his stuff is done, pack lunches, and then I will brush hair, do teeth, get shoes on, out the door around 7:45, and that's when Aaron's usually getting home. He works night shift, so that's whenever he's going to sleep. And I will run errands and things like that with the girls. On 2 of the days during the week, I have to take Belle to school after I take Noah. But yeah, and then it's get home, try and feed the girls and get them a nap before I have to leave again at about 2:40, pick up Noah from school, and when he comes back, is whenever I am rushing around trying to get everything ready for Aaron's work, getting his food and everything ready so that he can leave, and then cooking dinner. We eat an earlier dinner so that we can eat with him before he leaves for work, and then it is time to go upstairs, do homework, do 3 baths, pajamas, all that fun stuff, tuck them all into bed, tuck them back in bed probably about 4 times every night, and then it's time to do my work, go downstairs, clean, do mom stuff, and then do all of this. So cakes, videos, all of that, like I said, starts about 10 o'clock at night. This is a question I get all the time. What is my hair color that I use? I don't dye my hair anymore. This is just my natural color, and it's because whenever I tried to change my hair last, I was trying to do an ombre and I would still kill to have like this super dark root down to like a really ashy ombre, and it just destroyed my hair. I mean, destroyed it. And we did do it in phases too, but it just killed my hair, and I don't think I'm gonna be coloring my hair ever again. How old are you? I am 27. I'll be 28 this year. And then what are your tips for someone that's just starting a YouTube channel? My tips would be to do what you're passionate about and to try and be as genuinely yourself as you can. And I say that because I know it's hard. It's so hard. It's super awkward. Like, especially if I watch back my first few videos, I'm so awkward because, I mean, I'm in a room by myself. I just have a bunch of lights shining on me and I'm staring into a camera, acting like I'm like talking to my best friends, just pretending that you guys are like on the other side there. And it's awkward. It's hard to get used to, but I know for me, I genuinely want to watch people that I feel like are being themselves and that I fall in love with their personalities. Like, I love watching someone do like a bomb makeup tutorial, but their personality is what's gonna make me want to come back and watch tutorials over and over and over. So just try and be yourself and have fun. Have fun with it. Jessie G28 said, tips on how to feel pretty/sexy after kids. This is a hard question because, I mean, being a mom, sometimes you just have days where you're just like, ugh, I feel like schmeagle, you know? But I think just kind of finding things that make you happy, finding things that are just yours, which is so hard because as moms, like, we give everything to everyone else. Like, at the end of the day, some days I'm just like, I have nothing left. You know what I mean? But yeah, just find things that are yours, that make you happy, and take time to do them. And I'm kind of like preaching to myself right now because I don't really do that. But yeah, just find little things. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. It can be something small. Like taking time, like me waking up early in the morning to just make myself get a little bit ready, and that just makes me feel better. Like throughout the day, I feel like I can be more productive. But yeah, just find something that's yours. Find something that's gonna make you happy. You know what? If you have to put them to bed a little bit early and take a bubble bath where you're just by yourself and you can listen to ebooks or read a book or listen to music or whatever, or working out. Working out is one of the things that I think makes me feel better after having kids. Not just because it makes like my body feel better, but because it's good for my brain. Like I go to the gym and that's like my me time. They are at school or they're, you know, in the play area, whatever. That's like my time. That's just about me. That's just about bettering me. So find something that's yours and enjoy it and take advantage of it. That's my tip. Tori Nicole said, dream vacation destinations. I have 2, Southern Italy and Bora Bora. Those are like my 2 places that I would like love, love, love to go to. And how is it having a family and a YouTube channel? It's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you, it is hard. Because I don't have the luxury of just filming whenever I want, or editing whenever I want, or filming during the day. Yeah, I mean, they come first, so this is definitely something that comes second. I love it so much, and I love being able to do videos and getting to interact with you guys, but they're always gonna come first. I mean, that's just how it is. They're gonna come first, so I don't get to upload as much as I want to or as much as other people do, and then I get discouraged about it because they're growing so much faster than I am, but then I have to realize I'm in a totally different boat than they are. I'm in a totally different phase of my life than they are. So if you are someone that, you know, you're going to school and you're trying to do YouTube, or you are a mom and you're trying to do YouTube, or you just have a career, school, whatever, anything, that YouTube isn't your full-time job, which it's not most people's, don't get discouraged, because we all have things that we have to do. And if you want to do YouTube, do it because it makes you happy. So my last question that I will answer is from Kay Monique, and it says, I'm so excited because I was watching both of your old Q&As today. You are such a huge inspiration to me with having a first child. My question is, how do you manage to stay on top of everything? And if you could give one piece of advice to all your subscribers or followers, what would it be? And thank you so much. But how do I manage to stay on top of everything? I don't. I mean, there are days when I have like probably 30 loads of laundry that need to be done, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm trying to get everything done, and you know what? Some of it's gonna have to wait for the next day. I don't stay on top of everything at all times. Like I said, I don't. I fall short. I'm not perfect. As much as I would want to be and try to be, I'm definitely not. I just try to plan things out, I guess, is one of the things that I do a lot. I try to plan out my days ahead of time so that I can kind of manage my time a little bit better, and I'm not always great at that either. So yeah, but my one piece of advice for all my subscribers or followers, it would be, give yourself a break and know that you are awesome. Because I mean, I feel like I've like talked about that a lot this video. We, especially as women, I feel like are way too hard on ourselves. And don't compare yourself. And especially with social media the way it is, don't compare yourself. I know we've all done it. I do it all the time. And I catch myself and I'm like, stop. Like, God created all of us differently. Like, if he wanted us to all be exactly the same, the world would be such a boring place. Like, you have amazing things to offer the world. You are beautiful. You are so smart and talented, and you can do things that other people can't do. The things that you are awesome at, someone would kill to be awesome at. So you are special in your own way. You're beautiful in your own way, and you all have something to offer the world. And that would be my one piece of advice for every single one of you. So now that I've answered as many questions as I can in this video, one thing that I get asked for all the time is a 360 of my hair, so I'm just gonna do that real quickly. So it is kind of longer in the front, but I'll go ahead and spin around so you guys can see it. I am growing it out too. I've gotten some questions about that. I am growing it out. I'm just kind of over the short hair. I've had it for a long time. I've had it for almost 3 years. So I'm ready to have longer hair. But yeah, that's what it looks like, 360. It is shorter in the back than it is in the front. It's not as angled as it used to be. I didn't want it to be as angled last time I got it cut. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A video. I had a lot of fun sitting down and talking to you guys and just telling you guys a little bit more about me. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I'll do some more of these if you guys like them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.